So you should use this environment YAML to create a Conda environment for yourself. So you should have Conda in your path. So if you like, just type which Conda.
What is Conda?
Conda is a Python environment.
Conda, okay, just which Conda?
Yeah, I'm on the wrong machine to do it. So if
so
you like,
I got the same thing as you.
yeah, well, it should, no, on your, yeah, it should something like that. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you do, I gotta find what the command was that I executed. Just a second. It's the Conda create. Activate. Yeah, so if you type out, let me just pull up this guy. Computer. No, welcome. Yeah, so if you cd into this directory, Nix data well 22 imaging bids.
Nix one, imaging data. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
And then type out this command here, conda env create -- file environmental YAML.
File. I have that file.
Yeah, but it's actually it's reading that file.
Okay.
To create a Conda environment for your account.
Oh, okay. Conda environment create -- file. Okay. Collecting package metadata.
Yeah, it'll take a moment.
Okay. And what is Conda as a Python environment? And this will help me to.
So what this does is then once it's finished and you're back to your prompt, if you Conda activate DICOM to bids. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Like that, it will then pull in all the necessary tools for creating the bids structure. Okay, so given that, the way I created those data was I was inside UCLA CCN, and this is the what's it like 2? I can't remember what this is called. Tree F3. No, can't remember. Level 3. Okay, so let's make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so I'm in like the UCLA CCN subdirectory of the bids folder. And in there, you'll see like all this variety of things. And I pulled out some of it just for the test directory.
Oh, wait, can I, that tree -L3, that's a way to show the subfiles?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you should have access to that command as well. Okay, that tree command. It should be in your path.
Oh, that's something you have to install? I've never seen that.
No, it should be like when you're connected to Nix, it should just be part of Nix.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got it. Oh, that's good.
Yep. Okay. Okay, so the way I create it, that that subject, okay, and I can't remember which one I gave it to you. Obviously, I gave you the sub opt 9004, okay, is I ran this command of DCM to bids, which is now in your path because you've invoked the DICOM into bids environment by doing the con to activate DICOM to bids, right? So up here.
Okay.
So in fact, why don't you just do that right now? Like,
yeah.
Okay, so you're in that, right?
Yeah,
so,
I have the little DICOM.
So then get into this directory here.
Okay.
Into the UCLA CCN. And if you type DICOM to bids -C.
Bids minus
okay.
C. Yep.
Code.
Code.
And then this one. DICOM to bids, UCLA CCN well, task only.
DICOM to bids, UCLA well, task only. Okay.
Okay. That's an instruction set to the converter on how to organize the data.
Okay.
Okay. Then I'm going to tell it where to get the data with the -D, meaning DICOM. And I'm going to go up to raw DICOM. And then back down into CCN. And then into this subject here. And this is how we call the subjects on the scanner for this project. We use a really long name in the patient ID and the patient name.
Okay.
Okay. And then what it means is like it's the welcome project that started in 2022. It's UCLA data on the CCN scanner. It's participant 3, visit 1. Okay.
Okay.
That's where it's going to grab the data from. Then the participant name is going to be opt 03. Okay.
Okay.
The session is 01.
Okay.
The output is going to go into imaging data subjects task. Okay, that's where it's going to throw that resulting stuff.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell it to do a force. Trying to remember what the name is to NII. I think it's this. Let me just look up really quickly what that command is.
Hey, how are you getting that -D / raw? Is that the command? That's the pathway?
That's the path. So yeah, so that is just a second. Let me show you.
Because it's not letting me auto complete that.
Just a second.
Yeah.
I just got the. Not finding it on the. Again. Why is this not finding this? Oh, I'm in the wrong. I'm logging in as the wrong user. That's why. Okay. So you're in this directory?
Yes.
Well, here, what I'll do is I'm just going to copy and paste this into the chat for you.
Okay.
Let me find the chat. Where'd the chat go? There's the chat. You have to use like the little ellipse thing to copy it. And
Okay. Got it.
Okay, why don't you share your screen so I can see what it looks like?
Oh.
I don't, there, yeah, okay. So
Uh,
that comes the bids.
we'll do this.
Yep. Yep. Roll 22, usually, yeah. Give that, yeah, hit return, see what happens. Yep, okay, so it's finding the information.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay. So that's
that's gonna take the DICOM files and put them into that structure. So it'll take just a few moments to run.
okay. So I will work on getting this to spit out something that will go through the checker.
Yep, okay, so now type, so go into, so CD into the imaging data subject task folder now. No, just straight down,
Straight down.
Yeah, no, not up, but straight down. Like go back into UCLA CCN and then into imaging data and then into subjects task. No, not that one. CD into the capitalized one. Sorry. You need to go into imaging data still.
Yeah.
And then subjects task with a capital T. Yeah. Okay. Now do a tree space and then sub opt 003. You don't need to do that. Yeah.
Sub.
Dash.
Oops.
Great. Okay. So, what we're collecting in this is a T1, but we're collecting it that can be used with spectroscopy.
Okay.
So it has to be a distortion corrected image. And then we're collecting this apple gathering task and this card guessing game.
Okay.
So basically everything in that anatomy folder, except for the T1, the T1W and the T2W, everything else is kind of like superfluous. So if it causes problems with the validator, you can just delete those things out of this folder. Okay, or like, you know, in your test folder. Okay.
Oh wait, do you want me to make the script changes so it makes these folders directly compatible, or you want me to take this and then make this into something compatible?
At this point, it doesn't matter because we're not doing, we're saving the DICOM file, so it's okay if you change things around. So if you want, so if you CD into, I lost the zoom, hold on. Go into so well, one, what do you use as your text editor, your plain text editor? Do you use Emacs or anything like that?
I haven't figured any of that out yet. I usually just use the text edit on the desktop or something. So
okay, yeah, never use text edit on the desktop because that does not actually produce text files.
Oh, okay.
It actually adds stuff that could screw up like Linux stuff. Okay. So or at least in the past it has. So let me really quickly make life a little bit easier for you by adding you to the Samba. Let me see. I got to remember how to do this. Go to Etsy, Samba. Conf. Oh, FJ, no me. J, no me. Do here. Some password for you. Okay, if you go to your Finder, so you're on your Mac, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go to your Finder and go to the Go menu along the top.
Oh, hold on. The Go menu.
Yeah, I'll show you. So,
This.
right. So just hit anywhere in like, no, not that. Just hit anywhere in like the desktop. So the find, yeah. Now go to the Go menu up there in the upper left-hand corner. Yep. Go down to connect to server. Okay. And then put in, I'll tell you what you put in. Put that in the menu. I mean, in that connectors, the part there where instead of like the Miami part, just put in like the SMB. I put it in the chat. Yeah. Yep. And then just add that to your, yep. And then say, yep, connect. Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot to restart the Samba server. Hold on. You can hit cancel on that.
Yep.
Just have to restart this again. I have to remember how to restart this. Right. Well, we can do start. SMBD. No, it's fine. service SMBD. Service SMBD restart. Did service restart SMDB. Fine. Restart SMDB. SMDB restart. Okay, try it now. Say connect. Okay, your password here is different. Your password for this is going to be that. Okay, you're now directly connected to that disk drive with your Mac.
Oh, sweet.
Okay, so if you can use like either Emacs or gedit as an editing tool.
Yeah.
On your Mac.
Okay, gedit.
Yeah, gedit if you've got it. If not, install it on your Mac. Because it will properly create proper text files.
Yeah, usually the font changes sometimes if you do it in the text.
In what?
If you do it in the text edit.
Yeah, exactly. And that just because text edit is not actually a plain text editor. So.
Okay. I'll put this on my things of. Are we gonna make this?
It won't take very long.
Okay.
Just do it now.
Wait, is this it or am I downloading spam?
Which no, you like download something different.
Downloading
Get rid of
spam.
that.
Guess I thought.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now it's starting. Yeah, all these like websites, they like tell you like, oh, it's downloading. You want to download, and you like end up hitting the wrong thing.
Oh, I was trying to get that spam.
Yeah.
Oh wait, nope, no, it's not even doing that.
I wouldn't do that one either. Let me see if I can find the link.
Let's see, wait, this is it, right? Gedit for Mac. Oh wait, that's a spam link. I'm clicking again.
Let me see if I can find one.
Nope. So giving
Do you have Brew installed on your computer?
Brew? No.
Okay. You might want to like see if I can find it. Go to
graphically. Oh, wait, using terminal.
yeah, here, do this. This is like a safe installer method. Go to this website on your Mac. So just brew.sh. And go ahead and like copy what it shows right there.
Okay.
The whole thing, including like the bash part.
Yeah,
actually there should be like the little clipboard. If you just hit the clipboard, it'll copy it to your clipboard. Okay. And then just paste it there. Yep. And then just put in your password for your Mac.
Oh, shoot.
No, you're fine. You hit enter.
I think I aborted it.
No, I don't think so. Oh, yeah, it's grabbing everything. So Brew is a package manager for the Mac, which is, and it's very robust. It's really good. Yep. Okay. So now type Brew and see if it gives you, or whatever it tells you to do. Yeah. So now just try typing Brew install gedit.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Oh, wait, is there gedit on Nix though?
No, you're going to use gedit on your own Mac.
Oh, okay.
Okay. This is one way to get around like the graphical issue of you run gedit on your own Mac, but you're connected to Nix and you're editing the file on Nix, but using your Mac to do it.
Oh, okay, I see.
Okay. It's the same thing with like, I use FSL on my Mac, but connect it. So now you can use Fossilize on your Mac, but connect it to Nix.
Oh, okay. There we
Okay.
go.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, while that's downloading, what did you say? So there's a T1 you said?
Yeah. So
Over this again?
so all of that stuff,
The T1.
really the only thing you need there is the T1w.niigz, the .json, and then the T2.json and the T2.nii. Everything else with like the E's and the NDs, you don't need.
So just this, and the two JSON files.
Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. Let me just like do this, connect to the server myself.
What are those other ones? What's the W and are those different?
The W means the W is just wait. That's the correct name for it. So let me get into what I'm going to edit really quickly. Okay, I want the X.
And the task was or wasn't multi? Which one was multi-echo?
The resting states multi-echo.
Okay.
Okay, so let me show you. Okay, so the contents of that JSON file that we said the -c command or the -c parameter to the dicom divids command, where we said like task only. Okay, the contents of that are the instructions on how to build the folder structure. Okay, so that's all contained in this set of instructions of it's going to, so bids uses like this long name format for all the files where it's put like the subject and then the name and then the session and the name and then like what type of image it is and everything like that. So in here, so the first part of this file is just like my information, like I authored it and like what it's for. The next portion is the critical portion where it's the descriptions of what to build. And it is going to take a file that matches this set of parameters and it's going to put it into the anatomy directory. It's going to tag it with the name T1W. Okay. And then it's going to search a temporary set of nifty images where any file that matches the criteria of that one of the parameters says number of apertures is 4, and then the series description says this, is going to say, okay, I match that, I'm going to then make that the T1 weighted image. So let me back out of here for a second and show you what it is doing at like a little bit more detailed level. So, oops, I don't want to do that. When it reconstructs the data, it first puts it into it first will run DICOM, the DICOM to NIIX command to convert all the images over into nifty images, and it first puts it into this folder called temp DICOM to bids. So I'm going to go into there, and you can see like it's made a temporary folder called sub opt 03 session 1, and then one I did like 09 or 904 session 1. If you look in those, well, there's nothing in this one because it's already cleared it out. Let me go up into another folder really quickly. Okay, so it just puts all of these files into this folder that it just runs the command DCM to NIIX and just recreates every possible image it can from the DICOM data. It then goes through, and when it creates them, it will create a nifty image along with a JSON file, which is just a plain text file that describes what is in the nifty image. So if I like look at say like this one here, okay, this is just showing like all the parameters that were in that acquisition, like, you know, like the slice thickness is there, what the shim settings were, the orientation, etc., right? And that matches this file here, right? This this image here, which I'll just show you like just wait for the, oh, did this fail on me? No, it's still working. It's slowly working. Let me do it faster. Right, so like this is the T2 image, right? Okay, so when the tool DICOM to bids runs, it first runs the program DCM to NIIX, which is this package from Chris Reardon. I don't know if you guys use that when you're at Miami for converting your stuff over, right?
Yeah.
And it will just take whatever's in that folder and just make all the files possible, right? When we run it in a way such that the names come out of like, it's got a series number, it's got the participant ID, it's got what the image was, and then some other stuff that it puts out, right? obviously we don't want to take like all the images that get reconstructed and put those into the actual bids folder. Like the localizer don't need to go. If we're running like the volume navigated T1 or T2, those setter images don't need to go. So we only want to pick and choose the things that match a certain criteria to go into the bids folder. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So the way we do that is with I'm just go into here again. Let me just get this all in one. Like, this one. Here, oops. Computer accidentally. Right, so what we do is we say, okay, I want to grab a T1 image. I want to grab something that I'm going to call the T1 image, and it has to match the criteria that one of those parameters says that the number of averages is 4, and then the series description must match this name, this full name. Okay. So after the DCM to NIIX runs, the DICOM, the bids tool runs through and looks for things that match these criteria and then pulls them out of that temporary directory and puts them in the actual subject directory.
Okay.
Okay. And into the proper folder based on the data type. So there's anatomy, there's functional, there's field maps. Okay. So like field map, functional, and then anatomy.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So so what we do is we make sure that we specify sufficiently that the image is identified, or the correct image is identified in case there are two images that are relatively similar. So when the scanner runs and the reconstructor runs, like say for like the T2 image that comes out, it actually creates two T2s. One of them has been filtered and one of them has not been filtered. Okay. And so we're going to,
what does a filter do to the?
so the filter on this one is it's doing a homogeneity correction to the data.
Like
okay?
a intensity.
Like a bias correction. Okay. So let me like show you what those let me get to like where I want to be. Right, so like there are two images here, right? There's like this one, series number 41, and then this one, series number 42. And they're both are labeled like as T2 images, right? So we have to know which one to use. So if I look at that one and that one, there's one of them, and I don't know why they're both the same. I don't know what's going on here. They shouldn't be. They're supposed to be slightly different. I don't know why.
Oh yeah, no, unclick both of them.
Huh?
Unclick both. Unclick the other one.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, it's like
yeah,
FSL's got an issue.
Yeah, something like that.
Yep. Let me do it this way. And let me take this one and move this one up. There. Okay. Okay. So
Okay.
So 42 has the bias correction, 41 does not. Right? Okay. So we're going to grab for our pre-processing, we're just going to go ahead and grab the one that's been bias corrected by the scanner, reconstruction software. However, we have to know how to determine that. So if I run let's do this. So if I look at the two different JSON file, because one, we don't want to do it by calling, like by saying like the series number has to be 42 or the 41, because the series number could change based on if they run a localizer again, or like something happens on the scanner, right? So we don't want to tag to something mutable like series number. We want to tag to something having to do with the reconstruction. So if I look at those two JSON files and I ask where the difference is, right? So this is a tool that's part of the Mac called OpenDiff. It's highlighting where the differences are. So the differences are like in the image type and the series number, but we don't want to tag on series number because, again, that's mutable. It could change. Where the image type, this is showing like, okay, it's the original primary, whatever ND. This one is showing like it's been like having run through the filter, right? And we also know that the 42 is the one that, at least in this instance, is the one that we want. So we know if we say, if the criteria that we give to the DICOM to bids tool says that the image type must be this string, then it'll grab the correct T2 image. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's why I've got in here that one, that the series description should say T2 space VNAV, right? Just make sure that it's not going to grab something that's not that. But then the further criteria is that it's going to be the original primary MND norm SH fill. Okay, does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, so we do that for every series that we want to grab out. We specify sufficient information such that it won't be ambiguous anymore. And we put that into this descriptor file for the DICOM to bids tool. In addition to that, we can also tell the DICOM to bids tool to add information when it writes the DICOM to bids structure. So like here, I've got for this functional one, I want to be in the functional directory. It's going to be a modality of bold. The custom label is going to be a task called Apple, and the direction that our phase encoding was AP. It's going to grab the data that matches that it's fMRI AGT AP. That's the only one that does. But then we're going to also tell it that in the new JSON file that it puts in the DICOM to bid structure, in the bid structure, to add the extra variable called task name with Apple gathering task as the name, because that's something that the bids validator needs. Okay. So I've done that for like the Apple gathering task. There are these single band reference images that get created, the card guessing game, the single band for the card guessing game, the opposite phasing codes for the field maps, though there's a little sidebar discussion we're going to be having about that as the group. So anyway, so all of that goes in there, and then I'm putting all this other extra crap of like these other images that we might be using for spectroscopy. Okay, but we don't necessarily need them for running the fMRI pre-processing. Okay, so I'm gonna just strip them out for now. So I'm gonna grab all this stuff. Don't need any of this. And I'm just gonna blow all that away. And I'm gonna rewrite this file as a new file. To task only, and I'm gonna put today's date, 21a.json.
Okay.
Okay, so stripped all that out. So let's do this. Go back over to, why don't you start sharing again? And go into, yeah, right there, just do rm minus r,
Yes.
rm, yep, minus r, space, and then sub opt 03. And be very careful with the rm minus r command.
Yeah.
You can destroy anything.
There's
Okay.
there's no undo on a Linux.
No undoing. Well, we're gonna have backups done, but yeah.
That was tarballs, you said, right? So
There's gonna be like active like backups happening. So yeah, so opt 03. Yep, just blow that away. Okay, so now you're gonna rerun your dicom to bids command. You're gonna point to the new JSON file that I created. Yep, and then so go back to
it's right here, right?
the very beginning portion. The one that's the -c. So it's the first parameter. Yeah. So you got to get rid of the, so it's 2023 underscore 2023 02 21 underscore a. Capital A. Yep. Yep. So it complained about something. So
Oh,
I have
wait, no, I'm
found,
not inside of the right folder.
oh, you're not in the right directory. Yeah, that's right.
Where was this?
One more up. Yep, there.
GD.
No, you're in the right directory now. Just run the command.
It's the code. Okay, I see. Code. Okay, I see. Wait.
Okay, it's not finding it. So just do an ls on code. Did we not name it right? Oh, we got the config. It's not fully named right. So cd up. And then, yeah, and then pull up the command again. And then backspace, or not backspace, but go all the way back. And just get that to match correctly.
Where is this? Decom, biz code.
So it'd be well22 underscore config.
Config resting. Well, config.
No, you need a 22 after the well.
22.
And not resting.
Config.
And config and then underscore task only. With a capital O. Yep. Try that. Great.
Okay. Okay. So that'll run. Okay, so I'll work on getting a new JSON file for that. Do we want to start putting over the rest too, or you want to just do the task for now?
Just work on the resting state.
Oh, the multi-echo, that's right.
The multi-echo is like in a different state of how we're going to do the pre-processing. Okay, so now go into the subject, into the imaging subject task folder. I need to get rid of that other folder is what I need to do. And then just run tree on the sub 03.
Oh, is it tree?
Yeah. Okay, so it's got the T1, the T2,
Okay.
And then it's got the other stuff, right? So,
Okay. So I'll just try to get this passing that checker, and then I'll run it through the fMRIprep.
yeah, so the thing that it's might be needing is there these TSV files.
Oh yeah, I was reading. It needs like an overall directory or something. So I'll start, seeing how to set that
Yeah,
up.
you should be able to just upload a single subject to the validator.
Yeah, I can do the signal subject to the validator. That's pretty easy.
Yeah,
But
and I
once
think
the
you
bids,
and I think you can let me log into another system later, and I can see what we did on that system to trick the validator with respect to these other TSV files. Okay.
Okay. I mean, I ran into the validator once and it was just giving me a bunch of naming schemes. So I'll get into that. Wait, let's see what the bids validator here. Oops.
Yeah, so just go go to no, cancel that. Just directly go over to the drive now. No, go ahead and hit choose file.
Oh, to the data drive.
And navigate over to, so if you just go up there, go all the way up to like the Mac. Keep going higher. Because you want to hit like volume. So go like even one higher. Where's it going? Where's it like?
I have no idea what happened there.
Where's
I did something. Let me do it again.
Yeah. Where's it like?
Disappeared on me. Yeah, certainly is. Oh, what is happening?
So irritating.
It's somewhere.
No, I think it's just like broken.
Okay, let's do this.
Yeah, so go all the way up to go. Yeah, the volumes. See volumes? Yep.
Oh, it is.
No, higher. You
Hold
you
on.
have to go into like.
Yeah, let me do that again. I keep on
Try it
pressing
again.
enter. Wow.
Okay, go all the way there. Now on the even higher, I think.
Higher.
Yep. Yeah, say okay. Where's volumes? We want volumes. It shouldn't be under users. It's going to be under, no, it's going to be like higher up than that. Try system. Yeah, volumes down below. Now go to, why is this not showing up?
Should be right there.
Then just hit the on the left hand side where it says 10.47.62, hit that. Say yes. It's like really irritating.
Wait, changed. Oh.
This is really, let me see if this is happening to me.
It's super odd.
Bids validator.
Let me just download it real quick. It doesn't take too long.
You can just drag it. Be on Chrome. Are you on? You're using Chrome, right?
Chrome. Oh wait.
For your
Yeah. What is it? Where is it again? It's here. data. Imaging data. No. Well, 22.
Yeah, it's
right?
weird. Like, yeah, when I go to my computer, like I go above like the name of the disk drive,
Yeah, it's there.
right? So let me show you. Let me see if I can like just a second. Let me like zoom again.
Huh.
Let me show the whole thing. Can you see my whole desktop?
Yep.
No. Yeah, okay. So if I go like bids validator, and I go all the way up to the name of my computer, then I can see the drive.
Let me see if it. Wait, it's showing up on my terminal if I drag it in there. So weird. Let's see, volumes, NYX1. No, it's not showing up. Maybe I need to restart or something.
I don't understand. Okay, so a complaints. No, I don't want that. There's a way to do this. Well, anyway,
Okay, hold on, wait. I just put it onto my desktop, so we'll see in just a sec. Desktop. Second. Share this. Oh, well, one error now.
did it
Okay.
find it? Oh, okay.
Wow. Okay, that cleared up everything.
It just is only complaining about one error.
Yeah. Well, last time there was a whole bunch. I think that was all the other T1s you had in there. All right,
Okay.
this is pretty simple. We just need to go with sub instead of session.
I don't understand. Yeah. Okay. Okay, well, I will like. Okay, so you've got like the G editor now, right? Did it
Yeah.
install? Is it showing up anywhere, like in your applications folder or anything like that?
I should just be able to call it from this, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, and like things like just copy and paste and all that just work easily in gedit. So why don't you do this? Why don't you like go ahead and yeah, whatever. Just do what you need to do now at this point. Okay.
Okay, I'll just.
Have I given you enough orientation?
Oh yes, yes, yes. So I think I should be able to get this going soon. So what? So the first thing is to just get it running. I think she'll be able to do that. And then what will be the sort of next thing after that?
So why don't you first see about getting it running? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you how they're invoking it at McLean. Let me find this really quickly.
Oh, that's right. You said something about we're not really going to sync up, but we are going to sync up some stuff. Nobody knows yet.
And I like looking at some stuff about like distortion correction this weekend. Discovered that like we might not be doing it the best way. So we might be needing to like modify our sequence. Let me like really quickly find how they are invoking this. And I don't know if this is going to be like more confusing or less confusing. Okay. So let me just send this as email. And did you get the all of the Slack invites, et
Oh,
cetera?
yeah, I got to join up. I got your box. I got the Slack invites. Yeah, so all that came through. Oh, and that multi-ECHO meeting. So they are going to try to process it in bids, it seems like. So
Yeah, and I like came across something that maybe is not the best way that we're collecting data. Okay, this is, I'll just do. Okay, I have no idea if what I just sent you is going to make things more complicated or less complicated.
okay.
Okay. But the one, so when you pull up that email I just sent you, or I can just show you like on the, I'll just show you here on Slack. Okay, so this is what I just sent you. The critical stuff is probably, okay, so they're invoking singularity by using this, where we just say, or they're invoking the fMRIprep like this, where we just say singularity run, and then we point to the directory.
Yeah,
where fMRIprep is installed, right? Because I could not get it to create it as a singularity image for some reason. Okay.
What is the difference? What's singularity?
So Docker is a virtual environment tool where you can package up an environment of how you want a certain computer to be configured. Okay, so like you want like a certain version of FSL, you want a certain version of FreeSurfer, you want a certain version of R, you want a certain version of Ubuntu, all that. You can build that into a image of a computer. And Docker is a tool for running those images. Okay. Docker, however, requires to have root access to the computer to run. Singularity is a variant of it where it doesn't require root access. So we've taken our Docker image of fMRIprep, so fMRI releases their environment in a Docker image of like this virtual machine. We've converted that into a singularity image and then running it on with singularity.
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, what it is it's just like when you run it, singularity just invokes this image to create a virtual environment of a computer, right? But the way it works though is it's not truly virtual. It actually is running directly on your computer, but in a protected area. So it can't do any damage. Okay, but it runs in a highly reproducible manner because it's always going to be using exactly the same versions of software and under a certain version of the operating system. Okay, so the things that are important are, it looks like directories where data are existing and then where data are output. And then something about,
that's another thing I wanted to So it seems like they want it to go back into the same folder, the derivatives folder.
Well, this is going into, this is where it's telling it to go to. Right? So you would say like,
Just point it to somewhere else.
yeah, you would say point to where the data are coming from and then where the data are going to. So in that folder, you'll see a subjects task underscore derivatives. And that's where output should go to.
Wait, inside, because I thought you didn't want to touch where those nifty files are.
No, so where it's going to be is
Just somewhere else.
no, let me find like my
You sent me a
map.
couple addresses, right?
Yeah, just a second. Let me find
Because in the bids format, it puts it back into that original folder.
find the
So I guess I'll just ask.
yeah, we don't want that, right? We want it to go into
Yeah.
another folder, right?
Yeah. So
and,
I'll just point it to that.
Yeah, I can't find like the just a second. Let me like
You sent it to me in email or something. So I got it somewhere.
I'm just trying to find my there it is. There's the computer. Okay. So yeah, so I will just make it right here. Right. So in the image in this folder here, right? We've got a subjects task folder, that one, and then a subjects task derivatives. Okay, so the input data come from here. The output of fMRIprep should go to here.
Okay.
Okay. And I can like, I'm gonna get rid of this other, like we don't need this one. I'm just gonna, oops. I'm just gonna go ahead and like get rid of this one. So it's not confusing. Okay, so there's just like subjects task where the original bids data are, and then subjects derivatives is where the bids output goes to.
Okay.
Okay. So back to the wherever Slack went. Oh, where's Slack? There, shrunk Slack. Yeah, so back to Slack. I'm presuming that like this is telling it where like output data or I mean the input data come from. This is where the output data are, and then these are various other parameters. You'll maybe need to investigate those, but now that you're on Slack, you should be on this channel on the welcome group, the welcome leap MC Psych, and you can even text with Manuel, or you can like under the fMRI processing, you can like send him a question and tag him with it. Okay.
Okay. So where's Manuel working?
He's at McLean.
McLean. Okay. And
Okay.
we're supposed to do the same pipeline as McLean? Is that what we're trying to do?
We're doing the same pipe. We're going to try to do the same pipeline across the whole consortium.
Okay. And is Manuel sort of leading the charge on the?
No, Manuel and I are leading the charge.
Okay.
Okay, but I don't know, like, but we're kind of like juggling back and forth. Okay.
Okay. So he's my sort of corollary I should be consulting with, and
I don't know why you're not on this yet. This is so.
I didn't. I have to accept it.
Oh, go ahead and accept it right now.
Wait, is this the leap MCP?
Yeah, the welcome leap.
Let's see.
And then I have to get off in 1 minute for a meeting.
Okay. Open Slack. Okay. Okay, I should be in. Okay, I should be in.
There you are. Yeah, no, I see you. Okay.